video is going to be a review of the gorgeous mystery Halloween wax box from Little Tree Scents that I was sent to review. Oh my gosh, can I just say, I am so blinking impressed by all of the gorgeous waxes in the box. It's $15.99 at the moment, and it's reduced, I believe, from $21.99 or something similar to that. And oh my gosh, I just can't recommend it enough. So I'm going to go through with you all of the gorgeous waxes in here. As you can see, I've melted, well, you can't see, but you will see, I've melted every single one of them, and oh, absolutely brilliant product. So let me just go through with you straight away. I'm actually burning this, melting this right now, and I cannot tell you how gorgeous and lovely my house smells. It smells so gorgeous. I actually have a mixture of two going. I'll get through to them in a minute, but this is, I think I'm actually going to say, in the whole box, this is my favourite wax melt, and it is jack-o'-lantern. And I'll give you the description on the back. It says, bursting with fresh pumpkin, mouth-watering notes of soft brown sugar, molasses and spice. This is a creamy, and it's so creamy. Can I just say, this is a gorgeous creamy pumpkin scent, where you do get like the spices in there, but a gorgeous creamy pumpkin with a hint of soft of the sugar in there as well, might I add. I'm only actually melting not even half of this. Let me get this out. If you can see, I'm melting not even half of this, not even half of it, and oh my gosh, smells so gorgeous, like a gorgeous warm, you get like a huge warmth to it, warm creamy pumpkin. I'd say 10 out of 10, like 1 being the least throw, so to speak, the weakest throw, and 10 being the strongest. This is a 10 for me. This is an absolute 10. I am still going to say this is probably my most favourite pumpkin scent I think I've ever burned, melted. It is so fantastic. I absolutely love it. I love it. Now, the next one I have here, I'm trying to go through them in some kind of logical order, which isn't happening. This is another gorgeous scent called Bobbin for Apples. Now, you get 3 of these little, no, not actually that little, but there's 3 sort of shaped apples you get in here, and and with all of these, I didn't melt the whole wax either, because I wanted to see what value it was for money, and of course it's fantastic. So I melted half of the apple. Oh my gosh, it smells so nice, as you can see. And again, this one is super strong. It smells of a gorgeous Granny Smith. It smells just of a gorgeous Granny Smith. I'll read the description on the back for you. Fresh and juicy like an autumn harvest fresh green apple with undertones of sour lemon and sweets. There is a hint of sweets in there. I didn't get any sour lemon, but I just got like a gorgeous, fresh, juicy Granny Smith apple. Perfect for this time of year. And I'd say, again, super strong. I'd say it's about a 9 out of 10 for me, that one. Super duper strong, really strong, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely did. Now, the next one I have here is The Walking Dead. And again, I didn't melt the whole wax melt. I basically just melted the skull's mouth. So as you can see, I just melted that amount. This wasn't as strong as those two. Still really strong, because they are, you know, extraordinarily strong. So let me just show you the, I'm going to put it close up on the screen anyway, but as you can see, there's a whole wax melt there. So hopefully you can see that there. Gorgeous detail on the wax, absolutely gorgeous. Now, I have to say, I am more inclined to go for creamy, cakey kind of scent, sweet. That's just kind of me, just how I am. I've always been the same. I love all, like, as well, the spices, you know, like when you get Christmas spices and stuff like that. But let me just read the description of this to you. A rich, dark smelling accord of smooth and sweet licorice, with surprising notes of soft blackcurrant, raspberry and aniseed. Now, to me, you definitely picked up on the licorice. Licorice was the top note to this for me. You did pick up on aniseed underneath it as well, with maybe a real soft, like a real hint of blackcurrant in there, real hint. But this wasn't horrible or anything like that. I just love those kind of scents that I just spoke about. So strength-wise, it was still mega strong. I'd still say strength about a 7.5, 7.75 out of 10, and you can definitely get way more than 1 tea light out of this. Some of them I'd say you can probably get 3 tea lights out of them. They're that strong. Especially like the jack-o'-lantern ones. Oh my gosh, smells so good. But this is a good scent for Halloween. It's kind of spooky, kind of mysterious. If you love licorice, you're gonna love it. Okay, let me just go through these in a nice order. Actually, what's just right here, popping out here? This is another one I'm actually melting right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's called Light the Fire, and you get 2 little sticks that look like logs you're going to put on the fire, but of course the logs have glitter on them, of course they do. And oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm only melting not even half of the little stick, not even half of it. And let me just read the description to you. Earthy and woody with middle notes of patchouli and musk ending with ground spice. Now to me there's a definite woody scent, a warmth and a woody scent to it, a warm wood, if that makes any sense at all to you, a warm wood, and you do pick up on the spices. I've got maybe a hint of patchouli but not much at all, but to me it's like a warm woody scent with a little bit of a spicy undertone. Out of 10 I'd say 8 out of 10. Super strong, super gorgeous, and I tell you what, it's not, if you want to melt a couple of different waxes in the rooms, you know, that are downstairs, if you're lucky enough to have more than one room downstairs, if you melt jack-o'-lantern and this in another room, which is called Light the Fire, oh my gosh, they smell gorgeous together. Just so you know, if you want to do yourself a little mixology, they smell fan-blinking-tastic. Now, the next one I have here is called White Witch, which came in a little tub. Again, this was super strong. In a little tub with like a cauldron in some kind of goo. And I've only melted, as you can see, if you can pick up on that, it's just a tiny bit at the bottom. And my gosh, so strong and such a unique scent, Maya. This was such a unique scent. Now let me just read the description. Calming, soothing scent with top notes of citrus and herbs, followed by mellow jasmine and musk. Okay, you did pick up on herbs, you definitely picked up on herbs, and there was a slight citrusy tone, and you definitely picked up on a bit of jasmine and a bit of musk, but there was a real kind of cool scent to it. It's really hard to, it's like there was definitely like a cool citrus in there, which was the main note for me. Then you got the jasmine, and then you got the herbs kind of middle. So to me it was like a cool citrus, a cool scent. This isn't a warm scent at all, it's a cool scent with like a musky jasmine scent to it, you know, and of course, yeah, like I said, the musk and the herbs. It's a really interesting scent. For Halloween, I think it's fantastic because it gives a kind of spooky, eerie feel. But I've never actually smelt a wax melt like that before, so a really unique scent. Now, the next one I have here is Fire Festival. You actually got 2 half skulls in here, and I only melted, like I said, I don't like to melt the whole thing. I want to see how much value for money you're going to get. I've only melted half of the skull. And oh, again, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Now, let me just try and do these up if I can. And this, let me just read the scent description for you again. Enriched with subtle atmospheric notes of musk and leather. This is it. You did pick up on like a musky, not cloves, that sounds really like a musty leather kind of scent. There was definitely like a leather scent to it with grassy notes and a tang of acids and vanilla. And I definitely got there's a slight grassy note. I didn't really pick up on acid or vanilla, but there's like a leathery or warm leather scent with like a slight musk in there as well. And I'd say out of 10, super strong, 8 to 8.5 out of 10, super duper strong. I can't explain to you how strong it was. Now, the next one I have here is Bat Out of Hell. And let me just show you the wax. Of course, as usual, I'll try and put in all the close-ups of these waxes for you so you can see what they were like before I crack them open. So I've just used one wing. Yeah, I've just used one wing of that one. And to me, this one smelled like a kind of winter fruits, if that makes sense, like a frosted berry kind of scent. So like blackberries, blueberry, those are called, you know, dark berry, you know, berries. So just let me just read the description. Smells like freshly harvested fruits of the summer. To me, it was more like dark berries, not necessarily summer fruits, but to me, on burning, it was more like winter fruits, if that makes sense. So winter berries, probably a better description. And it says including strawberry, blackberry, bilberry, raspberry and apple and pear. I mainly picked up on blackberry and a bit of raspberry and even a bit of blueberry in there as well. A kind of like a frozen berry scent to me. Again, super strong. I'd say 7.5 out of 10 for that one. And yeah, really strong scent. Now, this one here is beyond strong. I'm not gonna lie. So, probably one of the strongest wax melts I could have ever melted in my entire life. If 10 out of 10 is strongest, this has to be like a 20 because this is so strong. Now, this is called It's a Goose, and let me just read the description of it. Top notes of orange, lavender and lemongrass, followed by middle notes of pine, lemon and cassis, ending with patchouli, fir resin, elemi and cinnamon. Now, I didn't pick up on all those notes, but A really unique scent. Now, as you can see, basically there was a little head in it and I just used the head. You don't even need that much. I probably needed half of that because it is, my gosh, so strong. Do you know what I also like? It reminds me a little bit, before I say go into the scent description what I think, it reminds me a bit, if you like the smell of Lush, you know that smell you get from the outside of Lush sometimes before you go in? Reminds me of that a lot. But I definitely picked up on lemongrass, a little bit of lavender, and a little bit of maybe patchouli in there. I didn't pick up on cinnamon or lemon or any pine really, but to me it reminded me of the Lush store, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't mind that smell, but if you don't like Lush you won't like it, but it reminds me, you definitely picked up on lemongrass and a bit of lavender. And yeah, it's a very strong scent. I didn't pick up on, like I said, any cinnamon or fir resin, but it's so strong. I only use a small amount of it, that's all I'm going to say. You do not need much because it is super strong. So strong. Okay, now where am I? The next one I have here, another gorgeous wax here, beautifully designed. It's called, what's this one called? Just Black and Orange. And now this was a black and orange pussycat, and I just, you know, I just basically broke his head off. I put him in the burner, but another gorgeous, I love this one, gorgeous warm scent, this one. So you did get a good mixture in the box of cool scents and warm scents. I'm more of a warm scent kind of girl, that's just me. And this says, starting with warm roasted chestnuts followed by nutmeg and clove. Now I didn't pick up really on any clove that much, a little bit, not loads, but it was mainly, you definitely picked up on like a warm chestnutty scent with nutmeg in there, but like a nice, even like a warm musk as well in there. It is so gorgeous. I'd say this is an 8 out of 10 this was for me. This is a super strong warm scent, and you definitely get like a roasted chestnutty scent. Really gorgeous warm scent. I really enjoyed it. The next one I have here is it Alchemies? Alchemies. And let me just show you this one. I'll show you how much I burnt of it even really, because like I said, I don't ever burn the whole wax. You like to see how much value for money you're getting. But it had a witch's hat on, basically. I broke the hat off. This is another warm scent. This is actually quite similar to the little cat one I just showed you. These two scents are quite similar. So if you wanted to melt these in 2 different rooms, you probably get quite a good combination because they are similar scents. Now this is a woody aroma of tobacco flower with a toasty scented atmosphere. You definitely picked up on tobacco with like a nutty undertone to me. Tobacco with a nutty undertone and a lovely warmth to it again. Again, an 8 out of 10, super duper strong. Okay, oh, loved this one. This one is Trick or Treat, and basically it was 2 spoons, and I've just basically, there's one that's not broken up, and I basically just ripped the spoon bit off. And this to me just smelled like gorgeous hubba bubba with a hint of pineapple in there. So let me just tell you what the scent description is. Sweet and juicy bubblegum aroma with notes of fresh berries, peach, pineapple and citrus. Now I mainly just picked up on bubblegum, like a juicy fruit bubblegum, along with a bit of peach and pineapple. Mainly pineapple, but a bit of peach and pineapple in there. So strong. 9 out of 10 for this one. So strong. Absolutely loved it. Really loved it. Now, how many do I have left here? I believe I just have one. Let's have a look. Yes, I have one. And this is it Sassenach? Something like that. I'm not too sure. I only melted a little equivalent, same amount as this. Basically, it came in a square and I knocked off a little bit of it. Now, this one actually, it's still a really strong scent, don't get me wrong. It's not as strong cut on when you melt it as it is on cold, but a gorgeous, basically it smells to me of just rum cake. A gorgeous, warm rum cake. To me, I thought this would be off the scale strong, but actually it was a little bit less strong than I thought it would be. I'd say around about a 7 out of 10 for me. All of these are really strong, may I say, really strong. So there's no weak scents in here at all, but there's a difference between strong and super strong to me. So I'd say I'd like this one just because I love this scent. I wish it to be a bit stronger, just because I loved it so much, but it's still gorgeous. And the scent description reads, smells of fresh coffee and rum, identical to a well-known alcoholic drink. I just picked up on rum cake, but maybe that's because I'm obsessed with cake. There is that, I'm obsessed with cake. And to me, it's like a rum cake with coffee. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, so I'd say out of 10, 7.5, you know, that's what I'd say. And I was using basically tea light burners for all of these. I did use a Yankee Candle tea light burner and a taller burner as well. They melted perfectly in both. So I don't use like a warm, you know, like an electric lamp, but I did use a tea light lamp for both those. I know some people do ask me. And also along with this, you get it's so cute, you get some sweets in here, which I have been eating. You know, I did eat them, and here's some gorgeous little charms as well. It's so cute. So much detail in this. So my overall thoughts, if you can pick up any wax box this year, pick this one up. Please pick this one up. I mean, I would recommend Little Tree Scents to anyone. Their scents are so fantastic, and if anything, I think the lovely lady who runs it needs to have more confidence in herself, because you have a fantastic product. You really do. You put so much time and effort into making your wax look great, and it's just fantastic. I can't say too good of things about the wax. Absolutely brilliant. So as usual, I will of course leave all of the details for Little Tree Scents in the description box down below, so if you want to have a look you can, but I can't recommend them enough for you if you're looking for a gorgeous box of wax. And I mean, I've tried some of the Easter boxes before, and I know she's changed her wax blend recently, and I'd say this wax blend is fantastic. It melts really easily in all of the burners I've tried, because I know some waxes are harder to melt in certain burners than others. So I've found these all to melt absolutely fine. I've had no issues with the wax melting, and the staying power is fantastic. Like, I mean, like, the scent throw lasts for absolutely blinking ages, and you know what? Loved it. So thank you so much to Little Tree Scents for reaching out to me so I can review these gorgeous waxes. I can't recommend them enough. I have to say, I cannot recommend them enough. And yeah, so as I said before a second ago, I'll leave all of the details in the description box down below, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!